Right, here we go. So, big fight weekend. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. Mark II, unfinished business. Who you got, when and how?
Well, I'm going to stick with Eubank Jr. My reasons are still think Ben is too angry, even though he's showing some calmness at the moment. But I think mentally he's still angry. You know, he doesn't like Eubank, and obviously in the back of his mind, he's going to go in there knowing that he lost the first fight, and he's going to come out. He might come out a bit cool and calm in the first round or two, and then his mind's going to go, and he's going to start steaming in, and Eubank's just going to box his head off, probably stop him inside 10 rounds.
That's interesting. So you think that Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be it's going to be repeat basically, but he's going to be quicker this time.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's going to have his weight under control. He's not going to be so weight drained like he was the first time. I think he's going to use his head, and he's going to beat Conor. That is,
Well, I mean,
in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I'm so sort of, in my opinion, I'm so sort of caught on the fence, really. And it really does depend if Conor can keep self-control. I have a feeling that a fighter goes back to type. And I think this time, you know, Chris's experience is going to be the one that sees through. But you see, in times of that fight, it turned into a slugfest. It was an epic fight. It was great.
Listen, I'll still say it now. That first fight, for me, is probably fight of the year. When's the last time you see a 12-rounder when they're still going at it in the 12th round?
Oh, mate, and it could have gone anyway. I mean, another 10 seconds, I think it was
I think it's all over for Ben. I think he was possibly on the verge of being knocked out.
Yeah, mate.
I
thought
it probably through pure exhaustion. You know what I mean? I think Eubank just had a little bit more in the tank.
Well, I think as well, I mean, Ben carrying that extra poundage because going up the weight divisions, a couple of weight divisions, actually doesn't help you in those later rounds. You end up dragging it round.
Also, I feel this fight is purely because of who their fathers are and also the Benjamins. But Ben's already said, as soon as this is over, I'm going back down to 147 and I'm fighting for a title.
Yeah, Mario Barrios is the one he's after, isn't it? So let's put it this way. My opinion is, I was actually originally going for Conor. I thought that Conor would keep his cool, and he's done so in the press conferences. But seeing Chris and seeing what he's fighting for, because obviously he's announced that he's expecting a couple of twin boys. With many congratulations, Junior.
Yeah.
And obviously when we see you,
big up
congratulations then. That's it. That's it. He's got some lead in his pencil, the boy. So he's producing, and I think that he's got that extra thing. And do you know something about Chris Eubank is, I think that his range will this time play a bigger part in it. Looking at him, he's got Bomac in his corner. I think the range and the detonating punishment is something there. And I think what will happen is Ben's going to get caught and he's going to go back to type. I like to sit on the fence in this one, but I think if you're having to pin me down to result, I'll see a repeat if I'm perfectly honest.
What do you think Bomac being brought back in? Because a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's a mug. Why has he brought Bomac back in?" Do you agree that Bomac is right for Eubank?
The trouble is, Chris doesn't tend to listen too much. He's gone to Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest fighters of all time. He started off with Ronnie Davis, which was his dad's trainer. And I think Bomac's only going to teach him so much. I think Chris is at the end of his career.
Yeah, but he brought Bomac back in when he fought Liam Smith and beat him.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I don't say it's a bad idea.
Is that the reasoning? Is Bomac the man for this?
Well, Bomac reckons it'll be easier this time round. I think, from my point of view, I think it might be, but I think Bomac will get him using his range because he doesn't need to get close to Conor. He's got a massive advantage. He's quite a bit bigger, and I think that he's gonna if I was him, I'd be peppering Conor's face for the first 2-3 rounds.
Yeah,
Because
all
Conor,
he's
you've got
got to
to
do is
get through
keep on
that.
that range and keep on that jab because he's got the distance. So that's all he's got to do is just jab his head off. Conor will lose his mind and steam in and get caught possibly.
And that's in
But
my
don't get me
opinion, I think you're
wrong,
absolutely right.
this could go, you know, either way. You know, but
Welcome,
my
Boxing
gut feeling
Updates.
is
Good to see you
Eubank.
again. How you doing? Yeah, sorry, mate.
No, I'm just saying, like, it could go either way. You know, Conor could get that chance and catch Eubank, but my gut is telling me Eubank for the win.
Yeah, I have to say. Boxing Updates. Who you got for this weekend showdown between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr.? Do you know what? I'm struggling to see past it. Eubank again. I think that's all three of us really that have gone for that. I really like Conor. I can't get it out of my head.
They've really ruled out a trilogy fight. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if Conor wins. They're not going to be fighting for a third time.
No.
So regardless of the result, it's just going to be the two fights, both earning plenty of Benjamins, enough to retire on.
And Conor said, I hope he misses weight again because I need another Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
Boxing Update said I had him for the first fight and I got him again.